Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the OopsSpeak Podcast, your favorite place to practice real-life English, improve your listening comprehension, and polish your speaking skills. I'm Isabell.
And I'm Leon. We are super excited you're joining us today. If you've ever found yourself stuck using basic words like good, bad, or nice when describing someone's character, this episode is specially designed for you.
That's right, Leon. Personality is complex, and in daily life, whether you're at work, hanging out with friends, or preparing for an English interview, you need more precise vocabulary to talk about who people really are.
Today, we're going to explore depth in personality vocabulary. We will discuss introversion versus extroversion, emotional intelligence, genuine traits, and even some toxic behavior patterns you should watch out for.
And don't worry, throughout the conversation, we will slow down at certain points to do a dedicated shadowing practice so you can repeat full sentences out loud with us.
So grab a cup of coffee or tea, sit back, relax, and let's jump right into today's conversation.
So, Leon, let's start with a classic topic. Introvert versus extrovert. People often think introverts are just shy, but that's a common misconception, isn't it?
Absolutely, Isabell. Being an introvert doesn't mean you are afraid of talking to people. It simply means you recharge your mental energy by spending quiet time alone. Introverts often prefer deep, one-on-one conversations over noisy party environments.
Exactly. A great adjective to describe a quiet introvert is reserved. When someone is reserved, they don't share everything about themselves right away. They take time to open up.
On the flip side, we have extroverts. An extrovert is generally outgoing, gregarious, and full of energy when surrounded by large crowds. They feel alive when they interact with groups.
But what about people who are somewhere in the middle? For example, I love hosting dinner parties, but after a long weekend of socializing, I need a whole day alone with a book to feel human again.
You are what psychologists call an ambivert. An ambivert balances both traits. They can be warm and expressive in social settings, but they also treasure their personal space in solitude.
I love that term. Now, let me ask you, how would you describe someone who isn't shy, but simply thinks deeply before speaking?
You could call them thoughtful or reflective. They observe their surroundings carefully rather than reacting immediately.
Let me bring up another essential concept, emotional intelligence, or EQ. In modern English conversations, describing someone's EQ is very common.
Definitely. A person with high emotional intelligence is usually empathetic. To be empathetic means you can step into someone else's shoes and truly understand what they are feeling.
Right. And another great word is considerate. A considerate person pays attention to small details that make others feel comfortable. For example, bringing a hot drink to a colleague who looks stressed.
On the other hand, we also meet people who are open-minded. An open-minded person is willing to listen to new ideas, different cultures, and opinions without passing quick judgment.
That's such a valuable quality in friendships. The opposite, of course, would be someone who is narrow-minded or opinionated, someone who insists their way of thinking is the only correct way.
Speaking of positive traits, one of my absolute favorite words is genuine. A genuine person is authentic and real. They don't wear a fake mask or act differently depending on who is watching.
Yes, they don't rely on fake charisma or superficial charm. When you talk to a genuine person, you feel emotionally safe because you know they are being honest with you. It's time for our first shadowing practice. Shadowing means listening to us speak and repeating the phrase out loud immediately after, matching our pronunciation, stress, and rhythm.
We will read each sentence slowly and then at a natural speed. Repeat after Isabell. Sentence 1. He seems reserved at first, but he is very considerate once you get to know him. He seems reserved at first, but he's very considerate once you get to know him. Sentence 2. I really appreciate people who are genuine and open-minded. I really appreciate people who are genuine and open-minded. Sentence 3. She showed great emotional intelligence during the meeting. She showed great emotional intelligence during the meeting. Excellent job! Remember, you can pause the video and rewind this section whenever you want to train your mouth muscles.
Now, Leon, personality isn't all sunshine and rainbows. We also need words to describe challenging or difficult behavior patterns.
That's true. For example, what do you call someone who is always complaining or finding faults in everything?
You could describe them as cynical or a pessimist. A cynical person rarely believes people have good intentions.
Another common English idiom for someone who stays calm under pressure is cool-headed. But if someone panics easily or gets angry quickly, they are hot-tempered or volatile.
Here's another useful idiom, a dark horse. A dark horse is someone who has secret talents or a surprising background that they don't brag about until suddenly everyone notices.
And what about a chatterbox? A chatterbox is someone who talks non-stop, usually in a friendly, light-hearted way.
Time flies when you're having fun. Let's quickly review the core vocabulary we covered today. Introvert, extrovert, ambivert, reserved, outgoing, empathetic, considerate, open-minded, genuine, cynical, cool-headed.
Using these precise adjectives in your daily practice will instantly make your English sound more natural, mature, and fluent.
Now it's time for our question of the day. What personality trait do you value the most in a close friend?
Write your answer in the comments section below. Try to use at least 2 of the new words you learned in today's lesson. We love reading your responses. If you found this episode helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to OopsSpeak, and share it with someone who is learning English. Keep practicing every day, keep shadowing, and remember, fluency is a journey, not a race. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye. See you in the next episode.